Yeah.
Hi, my name is Arezou Khadir. I'm the Vice President of ICC. Today, the Iranian Canadian Congress and its Mental Health Committee is proud to announce the launch of the third stage of the Art Project 1400 on this December 21st, synchronous with the Persian celebration of winter solstice, a long-lasting Persian tradition called Shab Yalda. Traditions and understandings of cultural roots gives people a sense of belonging to something greater than themselves. This exhibition on pottery is exploring the domain of ceramics, symbolizing land and the importance of culture and roots. We want to celebrate Iran's cultural heritage alongside with that of the Turtle Islands First Nations, Turtle Islands being the original name of our continent and of Canada, to establish a sense of communal empowerment and create a feeling grounded on history and culture. Our project, which is about communal healing in these difficult times of pandemics for our community, has been chosen to be launched on the Shab Yalda, which is the darkest and longest night of the year. This first day of winter can be considered as an occasion in which the Persian families come together for support, healing, and building a community resilience to face the longest and darkest night of the year. Um, It is the time for gathering in unity and solidarity and looking forward to new beginnings when darkness fades out and the brightness of light fades in. We hope you enjoy this project.
Thank you, Arezou John, and thank you for ICC for hosting this very wonderful project. My name is Daniel Bagheri. I am the host of the ICC podcast. Just a word on Yalda. Yalda to us represents the triumph of good over evil, the triumph of light over darkness, and it's the birth of our ancient god, Mitra, born at the darkest hour in the darkest night in the darkest cave. With that, we try to remember the divine creator and the force of creativity and force of justice and good. And we gather with our families to celebrate everything that is good and divine. With that said, in remembrance of our connection with community to land and the divine creator, I'd like to open the space for Dr. Catherine Richardson, the Director of First Peoples Studies at Concordia University, a Métis counselor, and a co-founder of the Center for Responsible Research. To you, Dr. Richardson.
Danse, good morning, everyone. My European name is Catherine Richardson, and my Cree name is Kinu Isqueu, which means Golden Eagle Woman. I'm of the Métis Nation in Canada, and I have Cree and Gwich'in ancestry. My mother's from the community of Fort Chipewyan in northern Alberta. So I'm really happy to be here today and to, build alliances and work together with the Iranian community and to support this important event in relation to our connection and healing and honoring this special day, this special time of year. And so to do that, I have a few things to share. So I have a candle, and I hope you can see that, symbolizing the light, as Daniel was mentioning, and Arezou. And the light is important on this critical day, this half time of the year, when slowly we will be moving to increased light again. But it's important not to rush through the dark times too quickly, because it provides us an opportunity to look inside ourselves and to do our own shadow work and look at the things that maybe we need to work on to bring out to the light, to forgive ourselves and others, and to work towards more lightness in terms of the heaviness that we carry in this work and in the context of living under colonization. So the light invites us to do that inward in search or inquiry, because we are the center of our own light here in our lives. And I brought some water And I'm right across from this lake, as you can see. And water is one of our greatest healing partners. She is, the liquid, what runs through the body and the veins of Mother Earth, but also what keeps us connected and healthy and having our emotions flow through us in a really good way. So drinking lots of water, having lots of showers, if you like winter swimming, to go into the cold. And that brings us back to the present moment and just where we are right now, outside of all our worries and torments. I have an eagle feather, and what we say about the eagle feather is that it helps to bring our prayers to the Creator, to Kichimanatu. So when I light a little bit of this smudge, which is sage, we have this smoke, we say the sacred smoke, and we say a prayer for all our loved ones. And we typically start by acknowledging Kichimanatu, the source of life, the Great Spirit, and we say Kukumushum. So that's grandfather, grandmother, and we're acknowledging our ancestors, their presence, the healing potential they hold for us if we connect with them in our lives. It's about our roots and our ancestry, the cultural teachings, and that each one of us can follow a genealogical line back to one of the first women on the planet. And that's a very powerful thing to do, to remember where we came from and our spiritual roots. So take just a moment and send a few prayers out to the people that you're thinking of. And in the Indigenous community, we often remember the sick, the people who are in prison, the people who are suffering from loss and grief, and whatever's important to you right now. So one of the important things about the light and lightness in terms of levity and weight is that we want to raise our vibration to be able to send as much love as possible into the earth and to other people. We don't even have to know them. It's not really about a conversation. It's more just an intention to clear ourselves, clear our hearts, and be able to project this love onto the earth, because that's one of the most healing things that we can actually do for ourselves and for others. So then we acknowledge much of creation. We start with what we call the crawlers and the swimmers, the insects, the fish, the winged ones or the flyers, the animals, and there are other humans. And so we consider everything our relatives. And so today you may hear people talking about our non-human kin or our more than human kin. And we're talking about the trees as well, and the waters, the lakes, the rivers. So you are going to be having an exhibition related to clay and to pottery, ceramics. And so I think it's important to come back to that source again and acknowledge that the clay, the earth, is actually of Mother Earth, part of her body, but it's also contains the dust of our ancestors, wherever we live, those people whose remains become one with the earth. And I think that's why we say from dust to dust. And that, DNA and that historical record that lives in the actual earth, and then making these beautiful material objects that help us in our family rituals of eating and drinking and just looking at beauty. So I thought I would share a little song to open your conference today. And this song, it came to Martine Lapierre of the Lilwat Nation, and it's called the Women Warrior Song, and it's sung by land defenders wherever people are and trying to protect the land from destruction and harm and pipelines. So it's for everyone. It acknowledges the women and their role as caretakers for children and the land, but also for men who take care of the community and create safety when they choose to do that, and that how we can all be a part of that circle. So let me just get my drum here. You can sing along if you grasp the words. So as you notice, we do the song in 4 rounds because in the indigenous culture, 4 is a sacred number, representing the four directions and the people of the 4 directions. And I say the people in between as well, the people of the diaspora, the people who've been forced off their homelands and to move around. And we all exist in the circle of life together, or the medicine wheel. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy your conference and take away lots of rich exchange and beauty and learning. Hi, all my relations.
Oh, thank you to you and to all of our relations.